Hundreds of placard-carrying activists stormed the streets of Abuja this morning as the energy reform advocates of Nigeria, ERA, declared total war on the National Commission for the Decommissioning of Oil and Gas Installation Bill. At a press conference in Abuja, ERA Executive Director Comrade Abba Henry dove into the proposed law, calling it another feeding bottle for boys and a poison dagger aimed at the heart of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA). The activists warned that the National Commission for the Decommissioning of Oil and Gas Installation Bill will only breed confusion, scare investors, and open fresh pipeline for corruption. He reminded reporters that the PIA signed only 4 years ago, after 20 years of labor, is still settling. Iran unveiled a 5-word battle cry: "Kill this bill," and promised to flood the National Assembly gate with petition. Speaking directly to the Senate President and Speaker of House of Assembly, Abba issued a blunt ultimatum: do not keep it alive, do not smuggle it, do not remain it, bury it today so Nigeria can breathe tomorrow.
It is noteworthy to remind every one of us that the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, remains one of the most significant structural reforms Nigeria has undertaken in decades. The ink with which the PIA was signed is barely dry, yet some actors are already plotting to roll back the gains achieved. Evidently, the passage of the NC-Doggy bill would necessitate further amendments to the PIA, which will in effect waste years of expert input, stakeholders' consensus building, and institutional restructuring, which we don't need right now in Nigeria. Perhaps more troubling to us is the clear evidence that the NC-Doggy proposal is nothing more than what ordinary Nigerians call food for the boys, in quotes. In other words, it is another channel through which public funds will be siphoned under the pretext of public service. It is widely known how such agencies are established with grand names and fanciful statutory mandates, only to become cesspools of corruption, redundancy, inflated payrolls, and political patronage. Nevertheless, let it be known that the energy reform advocates of Nigeria, ERAN, will champion a far-reaching campaign such as grassroots mobilization, legislative engagement, civic education, as well as media enlightenment and policy advocates to ensure that this bill is defeated conclusively. We firmly insist that the National Assembly must act patriotic. The National Assembly must also demonstrate statesmanship and legislative integrity by rejecting the NC-Doggy bill in its entirety. Our call and demand is very simple and unambiguous. Kill the bill. That's where we stand, and that's what we stand for. Now, in killing the bill, what we advocate for are as follows. Do not keep it alive. Do not resuscitate it in the Senate. Or rather, do not resurrect it in the Senate. Do not repackage it as an executive bill. Do not smuggle it through a committee review panel. And do not rebrand it in under any guise or different name, as the case may be. Right now, Nigeria does not need another agency. Nigeria needs stronger institutions, rather. Not more institutions, not multiplicity, not multiplication. What our dear country needs is implementation and not proliferation. Nigeria needs financial discipline, not bureaucratic expansion, that will increase national debt. Nigeria deserves to breathe.